In the Takahashi, 72 will be on the first row of the grid. Ito is 76, Inagapi 18 in the yellow livery.
And we have number 41, Noriyuki Haga, number 12, Fitriya Sharzali, and number 33, Ahmad Ristiraf, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Koyama 71, Okamura 32, and Mark Aitchison, the Aussie, wears number 90.
10 on the grid, number 59, Ratapong Vilarot, 11, number 33, Azlan Shah Matno, 12 on the grid, number 22, Okuno Tubasha.
Little Tiger Harder, the youngster, he wears number 93. I do like Tiger. Rafi Topan Susito and Dimas Eki Pratama. Dimas Eki, number 20.
In 16 on the grid, number 82, Suhata Chamsap. 17 on the grid, number 39, Hikari Okubo, the former champion of ADC. And 18 on the grid, number 78, Michael Blair.
Anupar from Thailand, he has the number 30. Atsushi Kawaguchi from Japan wears 36. Anucha wears 14. He's 21 on the grid.
22nd on the grid, bike number 73, Yoki Ikanami. 23rd on the grid, bike number 75.
Lights are off, and we are away in the 600cc, and coming from the second row of the grid, it's a really good start that's been made by Ashraf Razali. Ashraf Razali is trying to put himself in the pole position. Inagaki has also made a decent start.
But a great start by Noriyuki Haga. Haga is leading the race up. Oh, well, as I was talking about it not very long, and there is number 72, Yuki Takahashi back in front.
So Takahashi leads, Haga is in second. Where is Yuki Ito?
That's Yuki Ito, third.
Yuki Ito is in third. He wants a quick start, but Takahashi has got off to a super start. Look at that from Ito. Inside Haga, he is meaning business. He has got to chase Takahashi right away from the first lap.
13th lap for this race is still Takahashi now trying to get away from Yuki Ito and Noriyuki Haga, second and third.
Into Degna for the very first time, and Takahashi has set a really quick first lap pace. Ito down as they come into the hairpin. A little bit of a wobble from Takahashi there as Yuki Ito just gets a little bit closer. Right behind him, Haga, the 40-year-old on the Suzuki, is still in third.
It's Takahashi, Ito, and Haga, followed by Nagaki, and all Japanese in front there right now. And we are looking, watching them. There you go. We have Yuki Ito now very close behind Takahashi. The top three, in fact, top 5 is less than a second between these 5 riders.
Once the tyres have got a little bit of heat in them, this is when Ito must make his move, because otherwise tyre degradation later on in the race could cost him. There Ito, he goes up the hill, and Ito has taken the lead ahead of Takahashi. Can he hold on? Yes, he can. So Ito makes his move up the hill as they come round the fastest part of the track, approaching the chicane at the end of the first lap. Ito is in the lead.
Ito make a great move there now in front of Takahashi. Takahashi will try to regain his place, and it is still early, 13 laps to go. We have top 5 riders now very close, coming up to the first lap of the race. It is Ito, Takahashi, Inagaki, Haga, and Tomoyoshi Koyama.
And Amadou Destera is 2.29 seconds adrift, so those first 5 Japanese have really pulled away. Okamura is in 7th, Dimas Eki 8th, Haslan Shah 9th, Mark Aitchison makes the top 10.
I thought I saw Fitriya Sharzali's name, but it is Ahmad Afif Amran, who had a good start now, 15 in the race after starting the race from back of the grid.
Okay, so Yuki Ito tries to charge his way up the hill once again. And it's the technical part of the course. They swing, get low left, try to get as much traction. And Ito powers his way, but Takahashi is not letting him go anywhere. Takahashi is right on his back wheel. Ito hunkers down low over the bars, and Inagaki is doing his damnedest to stay close as they go through Degna for the second time.
Still not safe for Yuki Ito in front. He's leading the race right now, but Takahashi is following closely, and also Inagaki not far behind this team.
The soft compound tyres of Yuki Ito possibly helping him in the early stages of this race, but you do suspect he'll need a little bit of a lead ahead of Takahashi to really make it count, and so he is putting everything into these early laps as they approach the spoon curve for the first time. And we've got our first casualty.
that is number 59, Datapong Villarot out of the race. As what you said just now, that yes, Yuki Ito is using soft and medium, while Takahashi and Inagaki are using medium and medium. So he needs the speed right now. He needs to get away from these two riders as far as he can. It's early part of the race.
He's trying his best to do so, but Takahashi is hanging on, as is Inagaki, and Haga and Koyama not too far behind, but these three beginning to break away. Yuki Ito, Takahashi and Inagaki as they come through the chicane for the second time. Ito gets himself down. There's a little bit of a twitch as he comes into the home straight. He's the quickest as they go through. He leads. The lead is 0.348. Inagaki 3, Koyama 4 and Haga 5.
Yes, less than a second between these three riders, Ito, Takahashi and Inagaki. Then there's a gap, 1.9 second. 1.9 second. Then we have Koyama and also Haga. Now Koyama is in front of Haga right now. Haga in 5th place. And as we go down there, we see Yuki Ito is just set the fastest time.
This is the battle for P4 you were just talking about. Koyama leading Haga. There's the front three. Here's 4 Koyama. There's 5 Haga, who had such a really good start. He led into the first corner, but the 40-year-old just being left a little bit by the pace of the front three. What's he on? Is he on medium Haga? Yeah, he's on medium. So expectations that he will last the full race, but Ito needs to get away quickly, as does Yudhishthira and Yudhishthira, who was in 6th.
Well, interesting to see that Takahashi has set the fastest time in sector 2 compared to Ito and Inagaki, but Inagaki had an upper hand in the sector 2. That will be interesting to see in the sector 3 and 4, because that is the faster part of the track.
We are here with Ito. This is the 4th. Haga in 5th, trying his best just to stay close. Ahmed Yudhishthira from Indonesia is a little bit of a way behind. He is a second. He's 2 seconds down on Noriyuki Haga as they slingshot around Spoon Curve once again and into the back straight. This is the fastest part of the track. This is where Yuki Ito really needs to try to make an impression.
Yes, indeed. This is a place where really Yuki really needs to push his bike, his tire. There you go. He's the fastest man there. Oh no, because Inagaki is just at 49.927. Ito is 50.002 seconds. And then the gap is quite far between Inagaki and Koyama and Haga. So we have 3 riders in front. This is
Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira
yeah.
chasing in 6, and then after Yudhishthira you've got
Dimas Eki Pratama, Mitsunari Okamura, Machinson, Adlansha Amano down to 10, and Rapid is Rapid Topan Chipto in 12, Ahmad Afif Amran in 14. A good race for Ahmad Afif Amran so far after starting 26th on the grid.
As we follow the Suzuki of Haga, he is in 5th place. His team, I think, will want him to try to get himself a second podium of the weekend, but Haga has got bags of experience. He won't panic, and he knows that he has got time. There's still 10 laps to go, the best part of 50 kilometers to catch up, but he is 3.387 seconds off the lead.
10 laps to go, still a long way, especially for these 3 riders in front, Ito, Takahashi and Inagaki. Just take a look at the time, not far between them. There's not much difference between these 3 riders. 36 seconds in the sector 1 and 0.3 seconds, 0.6 seconds between Inagaki and Yuki Ito.
Zipping under the bridge, Yuki Ito, fastest lap at 2:14.015, came in lap number 2, and he has not been able to shake off Yuki Takahashi. We were saying how important it is that he has some kind of lead when tyre degradation kicks in later on in the race, but at the moment no tyre degradation. He's sweeping low left and low right as they come towards the Spoon Curve at the mid part of lap number 4.
Yeah, he does set a fastest time, Yuki Ito, but he still cannot get away from the 2 riders behind him, Takahashi and Inagaki. So he needs to do something right now. 10 laps to go, 13 laps altogether. So I suspect that he will start to lose the...
Right, this Dimas Eki has just taken Ahmad Yudhishthira in the battle for P6. So Dimas Eki is up to 6. Ahmad Yudhishthira down to 7. Mark Aitchison, the Aussie, is trying to stay close to them. He is currently in 8th place, the Aussie.
That's the battle between the 2 Indonesian, Ahmad Yudhishthira and Dimas Eki Pratama, while number 93 black flag with orange disc is a problem for the bike. There is the bike number 93.
Yeah, Dimas Eki leads that little battle. Dimas Eki in currently in 6th. He has taken over Ahmed Yudhishthira, so Dimas Eki will go through, but Ito leads by 0.314 from Takahashi, Inagaki, Koyama, Haga. Dimas Eki 6, Ahmed Yudhishthira, Aitchison, Okamura and Suhatai make the top 10 with Tsubasa, Rapid and Ahmed Alif into 13th.
Afif up to 13. Like I said, a good race for Afif, who started the race from the back of the grid. Now he's 13 in the race right now. Rapid Tapan Chipto next in front of him. And I was talking about number 93 with the black flag orange disc as a problem. That is Tiger Haga. Tiger, the young rider from Japan, been called out from the track due to the mechanical problem.
Okay, so Tiger Harder in trouble, but this is a really good battle, and Dimas Eki, credit Dimas Eki, he has taken control of this battle for P6, and now Aitchison is coming up on the outside. There is Aitchison. No, that's not Aitchison going in. Aitchison is currently putting real pressure on Ahmed Yudhishthira for P7.
The Tiger Haga.
Tiger Harder.
Tiger Haga, who been called around the track with the just now by the official. And this is still the battle in front. This is battle Ito, Takahashi and Inagaki, very close to each other. Less than a second between them.
Nearly only half a second between them. Inagaki, we haven't really mentioned him. He's just hanging nicely on the shoulder. We're talking about Takahashi keeping the pressure on Yuki Ito, but Inagaki is just hanging and waiting and waiting. Tiger Harder has retired and doesn't look too chuffed with life.
He's disappointed, of course. He had a good race yesterday, and then in front here still we have Inagaki, who set the fastest time in lap 4, and he's right behind Takahashi and Yuki Ito, waiting any mistake by the two riders in front of him.
These three are eating up this track as they come into the chicane for the 5th time. Yuki Ito, sharp left, and now he'll just try and accelerate and control the back end of the bike as they try to just hold on to it. Now they go onto the racing line down the left-hand side. It is Ito, 0.2 ahead of Takahashi. Inagaki, 0.24 behind. Koyama and Haga are 4th and 5th respectively.
Yeah, Ito is the youngest rider among them. So whether we can see that the Takahashi and Nagaki will use the experience and the skill in the later part of the race, because they are following Yuki Ito right now closely and waiting for the right moment to pounce. As you can see, Takahashi now testing from the inside of Yuki Ito.
It was last season here at Suzuka that Yuki Ito started his charge, or his title charge. It was unsuccessful, but this time he'll be really looking to hold off Takahashi. Takahashi is hanging on to that back wheel. He is not letting Yuki Ito get anywhere away from him. Remember, the longer this race goes on, the more degradation on the soft front tire of Yuki Ito.
Takahashi wants to win the race here for Zambri, and also he wants to win the race here for Honda. This is a track for Honda, and in front of Takahashi now is the Yamaha of Yuki Ito.
Inagaki, we keep not mentioning him, don't we? And look at him in the yellow racing suit. He is up really close behind Takahashi, just waiting to pounce. He'll hold his nerve. Koyama is in 4th. Haga, the experienced Suzuki rider, he is in 5th. Dimas Eki, Aitchison and Ahmed Yudhishthira. Mark Aitchison has got the better of Yudhishthira and has gone up into 7th.
You can see that Inagaki set the fastest time, so he can do a good time, but he's waiting right now. This is a waiting game. You have to really look at what's going on in front of you. So he's waiting. Is there any mistake when the two of them do any mistake? As you can see, lap 2, 3 and 4, Ito and Takahashi. Takahashi is faster than Yuki Ito.
Okay, so Ito again just leads coming in now. This is
Fitri Ashraf Azali. Yes, he had a problem straight to the gravel trap, and that's the end of the race for Fitri Ashraf Azali. And while his teammate Yuki Ito now leading the race.
So UK, the lead is still 0.213. They are just pacing each other. Inagaki in their shadow. Koyama 1.763 down in 4th. And 8 seconds down now is Haga in 5th place. So he is being really dropped. Aitchison has got himself up to 6th ahead of Dimas Eki and Ahmad Judistira. Mark Aitchison approaching his best performance of the season.
Great race by Mark Aitchison, and Afif Amran also up to 12th right now. We're following the racing as we were watching the front group. We are looking at the results at the group behind. There's some progress made by some of the riders behind, but now in front is still a battle. Ito, Takahashi and Inagaki.
And Takahashi is just in the slipstream of Yuki Ito. He is not letting him out of his sight, and it's almost, you can almost see him just biding his time as they come into Degno once again. It's lap number 7. Takahashi trailing from Ito, and the unmentioned Inagaki is still hanging in there in 3rd as they approach the hairpin. Ito nice and tight. Takahashi close and Inagaki closest.
Well, we have Tomoyoshi Koyama who set the fastest time to be 13 second, to be 30.670 second, and he's 4th place, and he's joining the party in front of him right now.
Right, and some party it is. That's a nice one to join, as Koyama, who got himself a 2nd place on the podium yesterday, tries to get up close to Inagaki. Inagaki is at the back, and there you just see Koyama getting himself in. Fastest lap, as you said, but Ito cannot shake off Takahashi, and you worry for Yuki Ito because Takahashi just looks like he is stalking him.
Yes, indeed, Takahashi is breathing behind his neck of Yuki Ito, but Inagaki also is there, and Koyama still setting the fastest time.
Out of the picture, I can tell you Mark Aitchison is still in 6th place, but that's a battle royale between him and Dimas Eki. Now then, Koyama is catching up as they come through the onto the final straight for the end of lap 6, with 6 laps to go.
That Yuichi Oi now urging Yuki Ito to go faster, but behind Takahashi now trying to make his move from the inside. No, he's still waiting for the right moment. Inagaki and Koyama is following behind.
And always, there's degradation of that front tyre. We've got to look at the performance of that front tyre because he is having to work it extraordinarily hard to keep the pace going. Yuki Ito, he's just trying to accelerate away up the snake corners, and then they will approach the Dunlop corner, and he's got to make a move now, Yuki Ito, otherwise it might be too late.
Or 2 laps in a row, Koyama did 2 minutes 13 seconds as compared to Ito, Takahashi and Inagaki 2 minutes 14 seconds.
And Koyama is quite rightly, as you say, right up very close. He's not too far away to have an impact on the podium places either.
No, he's only 1 second now behind the leader, Yuki Ito. And before this it was 1.7 seconds. There it is, Tomoyoshi Koyama joining the 3 riders in front of him. Now we have 4 riders now battling for P1.
All fabulous form as well, throwing themselves completely with abandon into the corners. There is Koyama up into 4th. Again, he's got the fastest sector time through sector 1. He has really put together a series of terrific laps to get himself very close. He is only 1.1 seconds adrift of the leader, Yuki Ito. He's only 0.5 a second adrift of Inagaki in 3rd. In fact, he is closing up. These are the leading 4. 5.5 laps to go. Ito around from Takahashi, Inagaki and Koyama. Haga is 10 seconds adrift. Aitchison slowly but surely closing in on Noriyuki Haga in the battle for P5.
So we have the Yamaha of Yuki Ito in
front. Oh! Takahashi has made the move, and eventually Takahashi has decided that is the time to go. Yuki Ito has a look on the inside, but Takahashi, he waited and waited and waited, and then he has pounced with 5 and a bit laps to go.
I believe the tire of Yuki Ito started to give away, because now we have Yuki Takahashi leading the race. And for how long you think Yuki Ito can last or can be there? Because behind him Inagaki is pushing him very hard, followed by Koyama.
Yeah, Inagaki is pressing now on Yuki Ito. And the question is whether Yuki Ito is able to hold on to a podium place, not whether he can win it at the moment. He is trying to respond to Takahashi, but Takahashi waited and waited and now has timed his move to absolute perfection. Crashed out yesterday when well placed. doesn't want to make any kind of mistake today.
That's a Honda, Yamaha, Honda. The top 4 right now. And we are looking at Takahashi trying to break away from Yuki Ito. As we can see Koyama now closing down behind Inagaki.
Yeah, Koyama, he is a hidden threat here. Ito is currently trying to really hold on to the coattails of Yuki Takahashi, but the Honda rider, having made his move, is now trying to consolidate that move as they come into the hairpin. Flings himself. Now Ito goes up the inside. Inagaki and Koyama. It's a fabulous battle between the 4 Japanese.
It's Koyama still held the fastest time, the fastest lap. And as you can see, that's right behind Inagaki, pushing Inagaki. 2:14. That's the time that all the 4 top riders are doing right now.
We are 4.5 laps to go as they come round the spoon curve. Still it is Takahashi. Has he got control of this race? Is he just holding something now in reserve? As Ito has a little look and tries to get close as they come up the hill. But Takahashi has the straight line speed. Inagaki can't get close, and Koyama, having joined that pack, can't really seem to make any headway. Takahashi leads around the fastest part of the course, and then they'll have to slam on the front brakes as they come into the chicane. Ito.
I saw Ito he's trying to get from the inside of Takahashi. Now he's only 0.8 seconds separating Takahashi and Koyama first and fourth, and then as you can see, very close to each other now. Pushing so hard behind Takahashi is Yuki Ito. He's trying to get a speed before slingshot at the corner to regain his first place.
It's an almost identical distance from first to fourth. 0.829 between 1 and 4, 0.239 between 1 and 2. The difference is Takahashi has got himself in the lead with we are 4 laps to go as Takahashi comes up the hill. They approach Dunlop. This is the technical part of the course, and Takahashi is a lovely technical racer. Gets low down knee, close onto the floor. Good body position, good form, good physical work from Takahashi, and he is pulling away, you suspect, from Yuki Ito.
Yeah, it's 4 laps to go, and it seems that Ito and Inagaki set a faster time in Sector 3, while Takahashi and Koyama did well in Sector 1 and Sector 4.
A little bit further down, away from these 4, Aitchison is slowly but surely catching up on Noriyuki Haga. Haga on the Suzuki currently 5th, Aitchison is 6th, Yudhishthira 7th, Dimas Eki 8th. But our focus, understandably, is on the very top of the SuperSports 600cc race number 2.
Much different between these top 4 riders from Japan. We have Takahashi, Ito, Inagaki and Koyama from 4 different teams. 2 Hondas and 2 Yamahas now battling hard in front. As there's a little gap between Ito and Inagaki there, as you can see. But well, it's not too far. When it comes to the last chicane, we can see how close the top 4 riders are.
Well, that's normally the position when Ito is able to just make a little bit of headway on Takahashi. Not this lap. 3.5 laps to go as they fling themselves into this exceptionally quick part of the course and then slam on the front brakes to control themselves. Takahashi leads from Ito as they come to the end of the lap. It'll be 3 laps to go as they cross the finishing line, and Inagaki still holding on in 3rd but unable to make any headway.
Yes, I suspect that the advantage now on the 3 riders, Takahashi, Inagaki and Koyama, because they have a medium and medium. So we have to hit the gap. That's the gap between Koyama and Noriyuki Haga. So Haga, and behind Haga is Mark Atkinson.
So Aitchison has done really well. Aitchison has reduced that gap now to 2.7 seconds. It was 4.5 seconds. Dimaseki, Ahmed Yudhishthira are having a battle royale. That's for P7. So all the way down this SS600 race, we have got battles. This is Dimas Eki and Ahmed Yudhishthira, the battle for P7.
Battle of P7, battle among the 2 Indonesian riders, Dimas and Yudis, followed by Okamura. But they are still behind Mark Atkinson, who is now closing down behind Noriyuki Haga.
So there is Aitchison, there is Dimaseki. In fact, Dimaseki is closing down on Mark Aitchison, who was just lost a little bit of speed. No, he hasn't. He's put the fastest time in that first sector, 37.128. But ahead of him, Inagaki has posted a 36.892 and Ito a 36.851. So we'll temporarily leave this battle for P7. Haga is currently 5, and we will go back up to the top of the leaderboard in just a second, where I can tell you Takahashi is still leading from Ito.
That's number 3, Ahmad Yudhishthira, Dimas and Yudis, followed by Okamura, Okuno Tupasa, Swaja Chamsap, Ahmad Afif Amran. There is the former champion of ARRC and also the former winner here in Suzuka, Katsuaki Fujiwara, looking at Yudhishthira.
Fujiwara looking like he wants to be out there on a bike, and he could still do it, but here we are at the top. This is Takahashi. Inagaki has lost to Koyama. Koyama into third place ahead of Inagaki, who has been third since the second lap, and he was challenging second for a while, but now he's lost third, and Koyama is up into a podium place.
Yes, Koyama who set the fastest time before this, and we know that he's faster than the two riders in front of him now. It is Ito and Takahashi next for Tomoyoshi Koyama with 2 laps to go.
Indeed, 2 laps to go. It is still Yuki Takahashi who is leading, bike number 72 on the Honda, but there is Yuki Ito and Koyama going through in 2 and 3, and Inagaki, and has he got anything left, or was he just so focused on staying on the tail of Yuki Ito that he lost his concentration?
And at a distance right now, I mean, among the top 4, they still can do it with 2 laps to go. They still got a chance. The top 4, any one of them can win the race right now.
Haga is currently in 5th on the Suzuki. Aitchison, Dimaseki, Yudhishthira, they are the minor placings, but this is the battle at the top. Inagaki currently in 4th place, is losing ground, where at the front Takahashi has pulled away. Takahashi really pulled away, and Koyama is now putting Ito under pressure.
Yeah, Koyama is now putting pressure on the Yuki Ito, as we said just now. The usage of tire, because Koyama is using medium and medium. Ito is soft and medium, and now Koyama right behind Yuki Ito.
There indeed, so Koyama is really pressurizing Yuki Ito. He'll be wondering about that soft front tyre now, because he's got to nurse it home as well as hold off the pressure from Koyama for the final lap and a half. They come around the spoon curve for the penultimate time. It is Yuki Ito in 2nd, Koyama putting incredible pressure on him in 3rd, and they seem to have dropped Inagaki in 4th.
Takahashi is already creating a gap between him and Yuki Ito, and Ito now having problem because Koyama is attacking behind and very close behind Ito right now, looking at the right moment to pass, and he's trying to pass the corner there and still, but Yuki Ito cleverly, as you can see, shut the door for Koyama.
But that's the place he can go past him. That's the place on the last lap that he can really try to measure it. We are into the last lap. The lead is 1 second for Takahashi over Ito. Ito holds on. Koyama 3rd, Inagaki 4th. There is the battle. That is going to be a battle royale. Wait until the final chicane, ladies and gentlemen, because that is going to be fun.
Well, as we can see, that Koyama is attacking, pushing very hard behind the Yuki Ito. Now, tire, as we said just now, Ito is using soft and medium. Koyama is using, we will wobble there for Koyama, but still attacking Yuki Ito.
He just pressed just a little bit too much, clearly eager to have a little look as they come around the Dunlop curve up at the top of the hill. Now they'll head out into open countryside. Next there'll be Degner there. And once they've got the Dunlop, they'll go a sharp right and under the bridge with half a lap to go here at Suzuka. Intense pressure. Yuki Ito under the cosh from Koyama.
Yes, but Takahashi now is pulling away from the group, and it looks like going to be a win for Yuki Takahashi. His 2nd win for the season after winning the first race in Sepang, Malaysia. He is now around 1 second in front of Yuki Ito, who having a problem himself right now because Koyama is pushing right behind him.
But Ito is holding on for now. Can Koyama just get close enough once they come into the chicane? As they come, have a look now, Koyama, as they come into the hairpin, Ito closes the door. Koyama will have another little look. This is the spoon curve, sorry, as they slingshot into the fastest part of the track. Koyama has got less than half a lap to really make his move on Yuki Ito.
Yeah, Koyama can do a faster lap than Yuki Ito. He will try here from the inside of Yuki Ito. Koyama make his move. Koyama now in second place.
And Koyama has made his move. He's timed it perfectly. Ito slams late on the brakes. Ito tries to get on the inside. Going first is Takahashi. Behind him, Koyama has held off Yuki Ito. Koyama on the last lap will take second. Takahashi wins it. Koyama second. Yuki Ito third. Inagaki will take fourth and Haga fifth. But what a performance from Koyama from fifth to second. It was a fabulous performance from Koyama. Takahashi, though, was consummate up front.
Oh, what a race. We saw just a very happy Midori Moriwaki, the boss of Moriwaki, with the win for Yuki Takahashi. And but again, what a race by these three riders, Takahashi, Koyama, and Yuki Ito.
Yuki Takahashi always seemed to be in control of that. Even when he was in second spot, you got the impression that he was in control.
This is the T-Pro UZ Honda NTS. Sorry, UZ there. He's very happy with the team. This is a combination team of Malaysian and Japan, the UZ team and the NTS, the T-Pro NTS and UZ Honda.
So Tomoyoshi Koyama, well, he really did time that beautifully, but we did worry. Well, wonderful race, wonderful finale. Takahashi winning this one, 1.452 seconds ahead of Yuki Ito, Koyama. Yuki Ito third, Inagaki and Haga make it a 1-5 for Japan. Excellent performance on the Yamaha of Mark Aitchison, the Aussie. That's his best performance of the season. Dimaseki won the Battle of Indonesia against Amadou Destira. Okamura and Tsubasa complete the top 10. Suhatai, Haslan Shah, Okubu, Rafi Topan Susito 11-14. Afif, that's a good result, 15th, having started on 26 on the grid. Mickey Blair in 16, Anupab, and then down at the bottom, Callum Springs, plus 1 minute 35 seconds, and Akachai, and the four riders retiring, including my favourite, Tiger Harder. Takahashi Jr. not quite understanding what all the fuss is about. Dad, what are you standing up there for? Well, son, you've just won a race. Excellently too, as well. The prizes will be given out by Mr. Hiroshi Soda, the president of Mobility Land Corp here at the Suzuka circuit. And it's a wonderful facility.
He will be going to Buriram where he won both races last year there. So I think he's quite confident going to Buriram after a win and a third place here in Suzuka.
Let's not forget to Buriram, we've got another fantastic last corner there as well. I love the last corner here at Suzuka. I love the one at Buriram even more. Yuki Takahashi, SuperSports 600cc Race 2 winner. A really nice touch. He credited this to Zamri Baba. Our thoughts with Zamri. Team award to Masashi Bunshu Honda Racing.
Yeah, so Nuri Ahmad receiving the award for his team.
So for the last time for the weekend, the photo opportunities for the pictures which will be seen maybe mainly in the Japanese press, I suspect. Takahashi, Koyama and Yuki Ito. Koyama and Ito on the podium both days. Takahashi crashing out yesterday. We'd heard he was injured beforehand. There wasn't much sign of the injury there. That's a very, very confident ride, and he'll have great confidence going into round 4 in Buriram at the tail end of August.
I enjoy watching a great race today, especially by these three riders, Koyama, Takahashi and Yuki Ito. Ito will be hoping that the luck will return in Buriram, where he won both races last year over there, and is looking to do it again this year, and to once again start his charge for the championship, for the title for 2015. Still open, wide open the title.
Here is the championship standings. Koyama is top of the standings with 81 points. Well, he's sneaked in there. Takahashi second, Ito third. 14 points separate, 1 from 3. Dimaseki still in the race at 66 points. Fadley, if he gets back onto a racing bike, we'd love to see him involved again. Amadou Destera is up to 6th. Jakrit, despite his absence here, he still holds on to 11th place. And further down, Inagaki wasn't able to hold on there. Inagaki picking up points today with 4th. He's on 31 points in 14th. Further down, Afif will pick up 2 points today. Really good result from him, starting so